Hey y'all, welcome back to the journey. My name is Kiyanah Aubrielle and I am in a different location today because I'm currently dog sitting. So if you see the little pups walk in, just actually I'm gonna insert a video from the first 15 minutes that I tried to start making this video. Are y'all gonna join me? Okay, oh my goodness. Ironically, look at my hat. You know it's backwards. It says dog person because these are the sweet TT babies. Okay. Oh, baby. So funny about this. I should just say hello, guys. Hi. Maybe this will make this more entertaining because the babies are here. So today's not going to be long at all. I really want to talk about where my mind has been at like the last couple weeks. In the last week and a half specifically has been super challenging. I've had a lot of physical challenges, a lot of health challenges, and it's been so weird because they've been back to back. I had to go to the emergency room for some challenges and a diagnosis that is very common, but not something that anybody wants to hear. And then a couple days later, I got in a hit and run accident. Somebody sideswiped me and was in pain. And there's just been like a lot of little things in between as well. But I had been on a fast. So in the midst of all this, I did a 3-day water fast. And I'm always so not eager to fast because it is one of the hardest things to push down your plate. Like, we don't realize until you fast just how much we think about food, just how much food kind of runs our lives. Like, especially in the Black culture. Somebody died, we're eating. Somebody born, we're eating. Baby shower, meatballs, all the things. Like any minor convenience, I need a snack, I need to eat something. If I'm already having challenges and feeling some type of way, I definitely don't want to be fasting. But I'm like, okay, Lord, let's do it. I really need this time of divine reset. And usually I don't do it the proper way. If I do fast, either I'm just like, okay, we're good, we can wrap this up at day 2 or the end of day 2, or I'm on social media the whole time just trying to distract myself from being hungry. And this time I genuinely got off of social media, and it's just amazing how violent the shift is after you silence the noise, get off social media and fast. Truly just put yourself in a place to really receive and to hear from God and to learn who he is more and go in depth with him and in intimacy with him. I had been struggling with intimacy with God because I have been having so many challenges as far as anxiety and just worry and doubt. And you don't realize how much social media contributes to all that. When I cut off the apps, when I shut down the apps, I even went an extra day like without my social media. I just got it back today. Within just today, it is so clear how much social media contributes to all of the foolishness, all the things that we're feeling. And everybody's feeling the same way right now, at least very similar ways of just anxiety and worry about everything that's going on and feeling inadequate, feeling like they're not enough, feeling like they need this and just distracted. Everybody has ADHD now because everybody's just so distracted. We have too much stimuli. We have too much stuff just going on. And those things become very, very evident when you remove social media. And then you also feel like, man, life is not as much of a dumpster fire as we think that it is. Like when you remove social media, because not only do you remove all the racism that we see, you remove all of the fighting in the comments, you remove all the political unrest, you remove all the videos about this going on in this country and this, like we're constantly inundated with everything that's wrong, with everything that's bad, with everything that's dangerous, with everything that's causing cancer, with everything that is it's a hot mess. One of the things that God revealed to me was my heart and how I care for his people. And we're sitting over here worried about what we don't have. Y'all, I've been so bogged down with, where am I going to live next? I've been in LA almost a year and my lease is about to be up. And the current one that I'm in is super expensive. Everything is expensive out here. It costs $72 to fill up my gas tank. Where am I going to work more permanently? Like all of these things just are plaguing my brain. And there are people out there who are in worse situations. And, I'm over here like, Lord, bless me with more so I can help people. And then in the midst of all this happening, the fast, the health challenges, all the shenanigans that have been happening, he sends this person. And it really challenged my heart because I got a chance to see, like, oh, you say you want to help people. You say you care about God's people. You say you love people so much and you're such a people person and this and that. But when it comes down to helping somebody, now you're paranoid and now you're uncomfortable and now you're angry because you don't want to do this and you want to do that and you don't want nobody in your space and blah, blah, blah. Mind y'all, please hear me. I understand that we are in very weird times. We are in very different times where people are psycho and people are just unwell up here, okay? Insane in the membrane. Like, we're definitely in that time. But when I tell you God showed me myself, he showed me how selfish I am. He showed me how I simply just care about what makes me comfortable. I care about, am I benefiting from it? Am I being put out? And I'm just like, there are people who helped me. There are people who sacrificed their time and their comfortability so that I can be safe and that I can be okay. And if God gave me the opportunity to do that for somebody else, and then I'm over here like, well, that's not the same. Like, I want money so I can pay somebody's rent. Well, be a roof over somebody's head. How about that? And I think because everything is changing and we have social media that just paints everything, every picture as stuff that's so bad. And please hear me. I'm not at all discounting that there's rough stuff happening in the world and real danger and real things happening to people everywhere. I know, I get it. But I think that the stuff on social media and the stuff that we are constantly inundated with, and we're seeing reels and we're scrolling and everybody's saying this is causing this. And if you do this, these people gonna get you and you don't want to do this. And it's just, get off of social media. Like, I think that is the point that God wanted me to make this video today, because it was very much pressing. And I'm like, dang, I gotta go dog sit, but I'm gonna just take my little light and I'm gonna make this video. But get off social media. Mind you, this is not me telling you to do something that I don't struggle with myself. Every time that I've fasted recently, I've stayed on social media because it's a safety blanket. You scroll out of it, you open up another app. You close out that app, you open up another app. It's constantly giving us dopamine hits. We're getting rewards. Stuff might be funny, but then we're also seeing stuff in the comments and we're like, oh my gosh, this person is saying this. Oh, this person's life is happening and this celebrity is doing this, and it's too much. So for somebody to say get off social media, that sounds super radical. But we all need a break. You need a break. Even if it's just 2 days, even if it's just 3 days, completely delete the apps from your phone. Because here's the thing, we as people don't even realize social media is feeding us fear 24/7. However long we are on it, even if you're not on the app, it's feeding someone else fear. It's feeding someone else anxiety. It's feeding someone else paranoia. It's feeding someone else some information that doesn't allow them to just live in the reality that we're in. Let me go back to what I was saying earlier. Yes, we live in a dangerous time. We live in a weird time, but God has never changed. And if God brings you to something and gives you an instruction, that doesn't automatically mean you are in harm's way like everybody else. There's a real God who has real divine protection for his kids. There's a real God who has real expectation for his kids to obey him, regardless of what everything that social media is saying. And here's another example. What do you do? Because now that I'm back on the apps, finding myself getting back on the app, scrolling, starting to see stuff, people sending me stuff that's supposed to be scary, look out for this, whatever. And it just is immediately causing fear again. Like it's opening my eyes to everything that might be real or might be somewhat real, which social media is not really a real place, but some of this stuff has truth to it. It's happening to somebody. However, I really just, I want to exist here. Like, I want to exist in life and be able to hear from God and not hear all the noise. I was thinking today, I don't want to be a part of social media. Like, that is not something that I want to be a part of. And yes, I love to go on and laugh. Like, that portion, if I could just get that back to where it was just funny videos, it was just Vine, it was just funny YouTube skits or Fred and, just the funny people on YouTube. But now it's so much more. So I'm like, okay, for a person who the Lord is supposed to use their social media platforms, He's given them so many things to share. And the best way to share that with as many people as possible is through social media. And you know that He's calling you to use your social media platform for that reason. But you also want no parts of social media. Where do I live in that? So I have to decide, okay, I don't want no parts of social media because I know what it is physically and mentally and emotionally doing to people that I love and people that I'm around and people that I'm seeing on social media also reap poor benefits from social media. Said all that to say, the Lord has not changed. He's moving. I've literally watched Him move the last couple of days after this fast, and just Him doing something or things in my life that I've never expected Him to do in such a short amount of time. And then you're hit with social media, you're hit with people with negative and paranoia and all these things, and they're getting stuff from social media and they're getting what they're telling you from social media. I can't live on social media, right? I have to figure out a way, and I feel like we all need to figure out a way to be intentional. If the Lord is using you to use your platform, and it's not to say that God is calling everybody to be social media influencers, but social media is the thing that makes ministry or whatever it is that God is giving you to put out there to the world, it makes it much simpler. It makes it much easier. You can get the word out to a lot more people, but that's also the danger of it. If you're not being intentional and strategic about how God is allowing you to use this app, and you're just sitting there listening to everybody tell you how dangerous the world is, everybody telling you how we're all gonna die because this is bad for you and this is bad for you, listening to all these gurus, people who have literally done took a course on ChatGPT and done made their own course and making money off people. Like, if we sit there and use it for these reasons, we are cooked, bro. A lot of y'all are cooked, because we need to learn how to exist in the real. We need to get our heads in the scriptures, because all of that's playing out. Nobody cares about the reality that's playing out in the scriptures, but y'all want to get on these apps and listen to all these people who got sound bites and stuff to say. That's insane. Get off of social media. Use it wisely. Use it for its benefit. Use it for what God asked you to use it for, but otherwise get off, because it's making you delulu. And by delulu, I mean it's giving you all of these scenarios. It's giving you why you're not good enough. It's giving you all of the things you need in your house, and if you don't have them, you're not good enough. It's giving you all of the influencers telling you stuff that they really don't even know to be true, but they're selling you something. It's giving you literally everything possibly wrong with life. It's giving you the fact that you are too late and you're behind and you need to have this and you need to have. Get off of social media. Please. Log off. Give yourself 10 minutes to scroll funny videos and get off. Please. That's almost me begging to get off of social media. Fast. Pray. Open the scriptures. Because all of that has stayed consistent for thousands of years. And social media changes every day. And people got new ideas and new things they're saying every single day. It's not to say that there's not real things happening in our world. But if you remember, before we had social media and stuff, there were a lot of terrible things going on. But we just didn't know about everything that was happening. And we didn't know every single terrible thing that was happening around us. We just had hope. We actually were able to trust in God that He would just protect us. We were able to go to Him in prayer. And instead of seeing all this stuff on social media and seeing all the danger, seeing all this, seeing all that, and going to your prayer closet, you're worrying, you're upset, you stressed. Come on. Get off social media. Get off social media. That is all for this video. And please know that any video that I post, I say it with love. It was with the utmost of love. But God needed me to say this today. I don't even know why he pressed the issue of me making this video when I'm dog sitting and the babies are just here. But please get off social media fast now. Take it seriously. Literally allow your nervous system to reset. Allow yourself to see the world for what it actually is and not what social media is saying it is. Because social media is very lucrative, and anything that generates a lot of income, please know that it's going to be by any means necessary. Even if that means sowing discord, even if that means sowing fear, even if that means sowing doubt, even if that means sowing clickbait and rage bait and all those stuff. People don't care. It's content. But your word, the word of God that has literally stood this test of time, that is what you need to be engrossing yourself in. Podcasts, turn them off. That doesn't mean all of them, seek God. Who can you listen to? Because there's some great people out there. I got a podcast coming. I would hope you listen to it. But if it's just stuff that is just feeding fear and feeding paranoia and feeding exhaustion and feeding lack of focus, turn it off. Get in your word. Have some quiet time. Be still. But we can't even be still. We can't even focus because stimuli. Turn it off. Respectfully. I hope y'all come back for the next video, and I apologize for I don't apologize. My appearance is what it is. Okay. We had a clarion call. We had something to share. So by any means necessary, I just want to be obedient to God. And that's been really hard to do because I've been so distracted. And a lot of people are distracted as we speak. So do yourself a favor. Not just one day. 24 hours is not enough. It's really not a good reset. At the very minimum, 2 days. Give yourself a break from social media. Just be still. Go touch grass. And stop listening to all this stuff that's being spread and disseminated. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.